Hi everyone, my name is Marcelo Córdova, and my group and I presented PepsiCo company. Okay, we will start the presentation of PepsiCo company, and the work was developed by Mirella Chávez, Nicolás Cotignola, Cloé Delmas, Lindsay Chacaltana, Marcelo Córdova, Noemi Correra, and Djenabou Diallo. Okay, about the introduction, this is the table of content. Okay, about the introduction. PepsiCo is an American company developed by pharmaceutical chemist Caleb Bradham, who created the drink we know today as Pepsi. In order to create a digestive stimulate, PepsiCo went throughout many crises until it ended up in the hands of the president of Love Inc., Charles Good. Charles Good was in charge of positioning the Pepsi in the place it is today, since PepsiCo copied the formula of Coca-Cola. So we will have more information and details with my other colleagues. Thank you so much for your attention.
Now I will give you some company information. Let's start with some history. Pepsi-Cola was created by the American pharmacist Caleb Bradham, who started serving his clients Brad's drinks in 1893. As he received good feedback, he started the Pepsi-Cola company in 1902. As the company was bankrupt in 1923, it was purchased by Loft Incorporated in the 30s. In the 60s, the corporation aimed to target the post-war baby boom generation with slogans such as, "Now it is Pepsi, for people who think young." Finally, in 1965, the Pepsi-Cola company was created by the chairman of Frito-Lay and the president of Pepsi-Cola, including beverages and foods such as Pepsi, 7-Up, Mountain Dew, Doritos, Lay, and many more. In the 80s and 90s, the company was promoted by celebrities like Michael Jackson, Britney Spears, Tina Turner, Lionel Richie, and many more, which augmented their success. Until now, PepsiCo has a wide global presence. The next topic we will dive into is the philosophy of PepsiCo. Starting with PepsiCo's mission statement, which is to be the global leader in convenient foods and beverages by winning with purpose. This reflects the ambition of PepsiCo to win sustainably in the global market and to accelerate their top-line development while keeping their dedication to doing good for the planet and their communities. The vision statement is to create more smiles with every sip and every bite. And finally, the values stated by the company are delivering sustained growth through empowered people acting responsibly and building trust. Also, our interviewee, Ms. Mayton, stated that the main company values focus on ethics and teamwork. To some economic indicators. For that, we use the SWOT analysis, which includes the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of the company, and we focus on 4 main points of each category. The strengths are reflected by PepsiCo's brand equity, as it is one of the most famous brands in the world in the food and beverage industry, which is why it has a great position in the mind of consumers. Secondly, the product portfolio performance, as the enterprise has a great diversity of products, including 22 brands of food and snack brands, as well as beverages, followed by a strong global presence, allowing PepsiCo to have a good market presence in more than 200 countries. And the last strength is the direct store delivery, which Pepsi uses for its supply chain, making it possible for independent bottlers and distributors to deliver beverages, snacks, and food directly to retail stores. Weaknesses of the company include the excessive dependence on food and beverages, which decrease the flexibility and agility of the company in case of external contingencies. That the products of PepsiCo are perceived as unhealthy, as well as the consequences of failed products such as Crystal Pepsi, which cost the company time and money. And finally, controversial ads, which affect the image of the global enterprise. When it comes to opportunities, the company has many chances, starting with product diversification, as the results of PepsiCo allow the enterprise to diversify in different segments and to exploit benefits. Also, it could expand the e-commerce as most consumers use digital channels, and online shopping expanding e-commerce can increase sales. Furthermore, the company could improve alliances and partnerships to be successful. And finally, the company could increase healthy options for the consumers, as only 44% of PepsiCo's beverages have less than 100 calories per serving, which is high and unhealthy. Finally, coming to some threats of PepsiCo. First of all, there is a strong competition by Coca-Cola, Nestle, Unilever, or Dr. Pepper's, and many other companies, of course. Secondly, changes in demographics and the economic situation transform target markets and can negatively affect PepsiCo's sustainability and profitability. Furthermore, governmental laws and regulations in various countries adopted pro-health regulation to reduce obesity and lifestyle-related illnesses, affecting the company's product demand. And lastly, the increasing awareness of health on younger generations, which threatens PepsiCo's target audience. Now, we will analyze the company based on the EPRG model. It defines the ethnocentric, polycentric, regiocentric, and geocentric approach. When it comes to PepsiCo, it can be said that they are following a polycentric approach. This means the international business determines the host country executive to offer individual support. The citizens of the host country are hired to run the operations of the subsidiaries of PepsiCo, as they believe that the nationals know their culture best. This approach is beneficial to the enterprise as it supports open-mindedness and focuses on a more intensive penetration of foreign markets with respect to their locality to improve sales. Overall, the strategy enables PepsiCo to focus on local marketing strategies and growing as an international parent company.
Well, continue with the recruitment and selection process. PepsiCo is planning to grow even more as a multinational company in the upcoming years. And by that, they have in consideration that they need to have a right number of people in the company. So this is done with a successful recruitment and selection process, evaluation and training programs. According to PepsiCo, there are 3 steps to their hiring process. The first one is the application, where the candidates enter the company website and apply via their candidate zone. After that, there can be pre-selection questions videos or a member of the recruitment team who review credentials against the requirements for the role. The second stage is the assess, where the company makes a virtual interview with the applicants. PepsiCo has an evaluation program called PepHire that uses relevant evaluations to measure the capability, and these results give additional information to take into consideration for the CV. The third step is the offer and onboarding, where PepsiCo decides about finally hiring a new employee. If the person is selected, the recruitment team contacts with the candidate, and after that, the applicant should complete forms to start a pre-onboarding stage. According to the interview with Carlos Maitan, Human Resources Manager in PepsiCo Venezuela, the company usually do 99% of the recruitment campaigns through LinkedIn. However, the first option when a new vacancy becomes available is to do an internal recruitment through a program they call People Planning Process, in which they publish the vacancy available for employees of the company. And once the candidate's profile have been filtered, they develop a program of question, exercises, and activities oriented to show as much as possible the applicant's skills. Continue with the training and development. According to PepsiCo, the company workforce is supported by the best leaders in the industry. They encourage employees to have a mentality of learn as much as they can and be the best they can. Their objective is to mix the modalities of learning experiences. According to the interview by Maitan, PepsiCo has a process called upboarding, in which they instill PepsiCo's culture through induction talk, showing them the mission, the vision, and the purposes of the company. And after that, they have a sponsorship programs within the work area of the new employee, in which an experienced person from the area who is suitable to receive them supports them for several days so the applicant can understand the task, functions, and customs of the area where they will work. It is of vital importance for the company that the employees know how do the business work and know the business as a whole, so they can carry out their work with purposes. Thank you.
The performance evaluation, performance appraisal is the process that helps to obtain, analyze, and record information about an employee. The purpose of the evaluation is to measure and improve the total performance that the employer can provide and also to exploit the potential that we has. Next. Okay, the importance, so PepsiCo has a variety of presence in more than 150 countries in which a variation in the common performance evaluation has been generated. And for example, importance motivated managers, administrator consciency is achieved through the use of a live feedback, instant feedback, training, accountability-based performance reviews, development comments, human resource plans. And performance appraisal for PepsiCo is very important, a main function of the human resource department or the organization. Using appraisal methods, that are used to benefit the employer. Next, compensation. The company grants compensation because the law requires them and the company decides to grant them. In this case, PepsiCo grants both. They can be monetary or economic, and moral or in kind. They are the cash payment that the company grants to employees for service rendered, including both fixed and variable payments, and base salary, variable benefits, and with the respect balance of life. PepsiCo has programs aimed at increase the well-being and quality of life of employees, their families, and their works environment, flexibility, family, health. Health and insurance. Every year, the worker has the opportunity to choose the health and insurance benefits for him and his family. Medical, dental, vision, life insurance, disability insurance, and PepsiCo offers the tools and resources to achieve health and financial wellness goals. Arguments for the use job, performance and competence-related pay, individual self-motivation, company-wide motivation, increase transparency, and reduce turnover.
Good morning, teacher. I'm going to do the part of human resource controls of PepsiCo. Today, PepsiCo used several methods to put the evaluation and control of employees well. This can go through performance appraisal, like we have already seen on the previous slide. We also have the discipline policies, which are policies that address employee behaviors and performance. Discipline policies involve corrective action steps to redirect behavior, enhance the performance of employees who are meeting goals. We also have employee observation, employee training, and survey feedback. At the end, we have the Human Resource Development Audit, HRD, which is used as a control and diagnostic tool in organization with regard to the practice of the HR functions in the organization and the expected changes in the system. PepsiCo uses all these methods to put the human resource controls well. And concerning the part of benefit and well-being, the well-being of employees is a very important thing that companies take into account. In fact, PepsiCo has implemented several means to ensure the well-being of its employees. PepsiCo have already set up Total Rewards, which is a comprehensive suite of benefits designed to help employees live healthier lives, to help employees live a healthier lives and build a secure financial future. And in the benefits of PepsiCo, we have the health and insurance benefits. In this case, PepsiCo goals is to help the employees and their families to adopt a healthier lifestyle and get quality, affordable healthcare when they need. And by wellness, PepsiCo offers the plans, tools, and the resources to help achieve its employee retirement goal. And concerning retirement benefits, PepsiCo invests in healthy living and healthy money. wellness programs for their employees and their families. And by work or life benefit, there are, concerning this case, there are many others valuable benefits and discount programs offered by Pepsi Cola. This benefit and programs can save time and money or hassle for the employees. And especially PepsiCo Venezuela have already donate and in their program of benefit and well-being, donate bags of projects every month. They also set up a Flex Friday in which from 1:30 p.m. in the afternoon, all employees can leave the office.
We will now compare the information we collected in our research with the information we collected during the interview. In this way, we can see whether the information correlates or differs. So we found that the EPRG model used by PepsiCo is polycentric. Indeed, PepsiCo's managerial organization has a polycentric approach because, for example, it allows for the training of managers from the host country for the subsidiary. In relation to the recruitment and selection of employees, while using this technique, the choice is made for future managers from the country where the subsidiary is located. You have to apply on the website, and there are 3 stages of recruitment: the application, the pre-selection, and the interview. According to the information gathered during the interview, or our interviewee told us that 99% of the recruitment is done on LinkedIn before being posted externally. When the vacancy arises, she explained that it is first offered internally. When it is internal, recruitment is done via the people planning process program, thanks to the assessment center, a group where the profiles of applicants are put together. For the training and development selection, according to our research, there is the PepsiCo University, which offers programs to teach their employees new skills. The interview explained that there is also another program. It's called onboarding, which teaches the company culture. For the performance evaluation part, according to our source and research, this is based on performance management. Employees are evaluated according to their individual and collective objectives. For the compensation for employees, this covers different areas: compensation for expatriates, health, insurance, privacy, benefits, etc. These compensations are supposed to improve the quality of life of the employees, and they are supposed to improve the quality of life in general. Our interviewee told us that there are different and specific programs for different type of compensation. She also told us that the commitment rate for employees is 1960%, so they are quite happy in this structure. Employees are therefore monitored according to their individual and collective performance in relation to the company. And in the interview, gave us more detail in order to measure performance. She told us that the assessment center, onboarding, and My PepsiCo are decision-making tools that collect the data needed for evaluation and decision making.
Hi everyone, I'm Nicolás Cotignola, and today I'm going to talk about our interview with a staff member of PepsiCo Venezuela. This person is Carla Maidan, which is the Human Resources Manager in PepsiCo Foods Venezuela. She is the Human Resources Coordinator for more than 10 years, and she has been the National Talent Attraction Coordinator and the Recruitment and Development Analyst in PepsiCo Venezuela. She has graduated in Human Resources and Administration and Enterprise Management in 2008. And at this moment, she is a member of the EXCOM, or Executive Commitment, in PepsiCo Venezuela. Conclusions. As you have seen, we have covered a lot of relevant topics related to the human resources operation in PepsiCo Venezuela. But now we are going to talk about the 4 most relevant issues related to PepsiCo, in our opinion, in order to achieve the business goals. First of all, the people, the employees is the most important investment of PepsiCo. They always look to have the best employees on the market, and they look for keep them motivated in order to achieve the most difficult business goals. Then the objectives, as different as another enterprise that just have objectives in order to the general business objectives of the enterprise. PepsiCo have 2 groups of objectives: the business objectives related to the operations of PepsiCo in Venezuela, and then the personal objectives of the employees in order to have most happy and better professionals in the lines of PepsiCo. Then the well-being, they focus the professional life of their employees with a focus of healthy living and work flexibility in order to have a good balance in the employee's life. And finally, the remuneration, having one of the highest wages of or salaries in the Venezuelan market in order to maintain this human talent in the lines of PepsiCo in order to have a long-term vision for their professional careers. If you have any question, we will be happy to answer them. Thank you so much.